What's good? It's your boy Ace here, back with another props video. Last video went 1-1, but it was slightly profitable because the main play, Kelly Oubre points, that one cashed, and that was a 1 unit play. And then the other play was Marcus Smart over 6.5 rebounds and assists. That one chalked, but it was only zero point 0.7 units on that one. So that one was a slightly profitable day. But in the Discord, we did have a more profitable day than the video because I was watching the Sixers game. Trenton Wofford, he was starting and he was going crazy, and his lines, his halftime live lines were absolutely stupid. Like this line, he had 11 points at half. He only needed 4 points in the second half. He played like 17 first half minutes too. So he was guaranteed 15 plus second half minutes, barring a blowout. It was a pretty close game at half. So only 4 points second half, and then his rebounds line, he had 8 at half, and then he only needed 2 rebounds in the second half, for his live line. And then I also did a little ladder, 0.25 units on 12 plus, which was plus 285, and all three of these lines ended up cashing. So we had Oubre over 14.5 points at cash, and then Watford his live points, his live rebounds, and then we laddered his live rebounds as well, that cash, and then Marcus Smart ended up chalking rebounds and assists, so we ended up going plus point one or plus 1.61 units on that day. And then on Sunday, football has been absolutely dog shit for me. We started off the year plus 14 units in like 4 or 5 weeks, so we were starting off very very hot. And then the last month, I think I've lost like 6 units on NFL. MLB has come up clutch and NBA has come up clutch, so we've been profitable over in October and we've been profitable in November so far. So it's not like I've been losing money altogether, but we have definitely lost money on NFL recently, which sucks because it was so good to start the season. But we had another mid NFL day on Sunday. I'll just show you the full recap. We had Davis Allen over zero point 0.5 Rex, just needed one reception that cash. Lions minus 6.5 spread, which I posted on my Twitter actually. So if you make sure you guys follow my Twitter at Real Ace Picks on Twitter. I posted that one for free on the Twitter. That one cashed. Ferguson 10 plus receiving yards. That one cashed. And then we had Ferguson over zero point 0.5 receiving yards live because at halftime he had 0 yards, so they made his line 0.5. That cashed. Westbrook over 4.5 3 pointers attempted cash. And then the chalks were Vele over 20.5 yards. That one chalked. Cade over 26.5 points. That one hooked. He had exactly 26 points, which is absolutely crazy. That's a disgusting hook. We had Juwan Jennings 9 plus receptions live because he had 6 at half. That one chalked. Devontae 7 plus receptions live. He had 5 at half. He got 6, and then he got hurt with like 10 minutes left. He only needed one more catch with the last 10 minutes. He probably would have gotten it on that drive. But that's neither here or there. But he ended up chalking. He got hurt with 10 minutes left, and then he didn't come back. So he just needed one more catch. So that one chalked. And then we had Terrell Jennings over 6.5 rush attempts. He had 4 after the first quarter, and then he got injured, and then he did not come back. So that's unfortunate. Would have been an easy cash. He had 4 after the first quarter. Um, so yeah, the injuries were bullshit, and then we had a hook on Cade, which was bullshit, but we still went up point 0.08 units. So we ended up breaking even on that day. And then just 2 days ago, we had a sweep. We had Con Newpol over 22.5 points plus rebounds, which also I posted this on my Twitter for free at Real Ace Picks. That one cashed as well. So if you've been following the Twitter, you've been getting the cashes. If you're not in the Discord, that cashed. Wemby over 4.5 3 pointers attempted on Bet365. And then we had a live boost on Christian Watson over 17.5 receiving yards at halftime because he had 0 at half. He ended up cashing. And then we had another play, Dyson Daniels over 4.5 assists for minus 156 odds. So we ended up sweeping this day here. Newpol, yeah, you see it right there. 4-0 on that day. We ended up 1.88 units. So we've been, what's that, like up 3.8 units in the last few days of the premium. So we've had a pretty good run so far. I did not have any bets on, what was it, Tuesday. I'm recording this on Wednesday at 1 a.m. So basically Tuesday because I haven't slept. But I did not have any plays on Tuesday. I was doing an essay and I didn't like anything at all. So I didn't have any NBA plays on Tuesday. So we're coming into this day with some momentum. And remember, guys, if you guys are not in the Discord and you guys want every single play that I post, I am currently up 64.8 units in 2025 and currently up 5.9 units in November. So if you guys want to get profit, we've profited almost every single month in the entire history of my Discord. I've had the Discord for since July 2023, so that's what, like 28 months, and we've only had 2 negative months. So we're profitable in 26 out of 28 months, and every single day is tracked, recapped. I recap every single day by the year, by the month, by the sport in each month. So I have November NBA recap, I have November NFL recap, I have November MLB recap, and then I have each sport recap for the whole season. So the whole NFL season, the whole NBA season, the whole MLB season. So I have very, very specific recaps, and they're tracked every single day after all the plays are done for the day. So very transparent about my results. But like I said, if you guys want every single play that I post, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link will be in the description of this video. Once you click that link, you will be brought to this screen right here. You'll see these two options. There's a free option, which that doesn't even exist. I don't have like a free option. It just made me do that. And then there's a $15 per month option. You click the $15 per month, and there are three options right here. You just click the $15 per month option. You click join. If you scroll down, you click $15 per month and join. Right? You scroll down. There should be like a promo code section. Type in 2025 in that code section, and you'll get your first month for only $5. So type in like this, just 2025. You type that in the code section. You'll get your first month for only $5. That is $5. That's a 4 for 30 days of every single NBA, NFL play that I post. And we've been profitable for 26 out of 28 months for only $5. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. But anyway, I've yapped a lot because I've had to recap the past few days. Let's get into the 2 plays for the YouTube video. Like I said, I have more plays in my Discord, but I'm obviously not going to give every single play out for free that I have posted in the Discord because that would eliminate the point. But anyway, the first play is going to be Con Newpol. I don't know if it's Newpol or Canupol, but I think it's Newpol. Con Newpol over 5.5 rebounds for 0.85 units. The best odds are currently on Bet365 minus 135. But it's also on FanDuel at minus 140. So as you can see, he's catched this line in all 4 out of 4 games without LaMelo and Brandon Miller this season, averaging 9 rebounds per game in those 4 games on 13 rebound chances per game. That's a 69.2 conversion rate on rebound chances into rebounds. That number could see some regression, but as long as he's getting those 13 rebound chances, then he would just need a 46% conversion rate to get 6 rebounds on 13 rebound chances. So his conversion rate is very high and probably not sustainable, but the volume is superseding the production, so to speak. Like if he gets his 13 rebound chances, he would only need a 46% conversion rate to get 6 rebounds. So I'm not too worried about the unsustainable production because he's getting so much volume. But yeah, 2 of his cashes in those 4 games were against teams that allow bottom 10 rebounds. He had 6 rebounds against the Utah Jazz, and they allowed the 9th least rebounds per game. And then just last game, he had 10 rebounds against the Los Angeles Lakers, and they allowed the 4th least rebounds per game. And if you go ahead and look, Props Madness, this is Props Madness, by the way. This is what I use for like hit rates and stuff. If they have a section called similar players, so they basically look at similar archetypes like position-wise and archetype-wise, and they go ahead and look at their hit rates for the same prop. And if we go ahead and look at this, or not the same prop type, so rebounds, but their own props, 10 out of 12 similar, quote-unquote similar, players have cashed their rebound line against the Bucks. And the most notable, in my opinion, was R.J. Barrett getting 8 rebounds on a 5.5 rebound line because he doesn't rebound that much. Aaron Nesmith getting 7 rebounds on a 4.5 rebound line because he doesn't rebound that much. And then Mikal Bridges getting 11 rebounds on a 3.5 rebound line. He doesn't rebound much either. And then once again, R.J. Barrett had another game against the Bucks, and he had 6 rebounds on a 5.5 rebound line. These were the 4 that stood out to me the most because these guys, those like 6 rebounds for Barrett, 11 rebounds for Bridges, 7 for Nesmith, and then once again, R.J. Barrett but getting 8 this time. Those are all way above their average numbers in rebounds. So it shows me that guys that are small forwards that aren't known for rebounding, these guys are superseding they are exceeding their average rebounds by far against this Milwaukee Bucks team, and Con Newpol is playing this exact Milwaukee Bucks team. They also allow a lot of rebounds. They allow the 8th most rebounds per game, and I think they allow the 7th most rebounds per game to small forwards in particular. And Newpol should be guarding AJ Green, who's a low usage spot up shooter, meaning that Con Newpol should get plenty of weak side rebound opportunities. So I'm loving this play. Con Newpol over 5.5 rebounds for 0.85 units. And then the second play is going to be Rui Hachimura over 1.5 threes, and I am going light on this play. 0.5 units on this, but as you can see, He's over in all 5 out of 5 games with Luka and Reeves playing. He is shooting unsustainable shooting numbers though. If you go ahead and look and count up his shooting 3 point percentage, oh my god, I can't speak. 3 point shooting percentages in these 5 games, he's shooting 59% from the three in those 5 games. That is not sustainable at all. But there's a caveat. Uh, if you take into account the matchup that he's going against today against the Thunder, he should see more volume in this game and more 3 pointers attempted in this game than these 5 games that he's already played, which should outweigh the regression. Meaning, like, he's averaging, like, look at this. He's averaging 4.4 3 pointers attempted in this game. But the team that he's playing against today, the Thunder, they allow a ton of spot up 3 pointers attempted. So Rui Hachimura should see more 3 pointers attempted in this game than any of those 5 games. And if he sees, like, let's say 6 3 pointers attempted in this game, he would only need to shoot 33% from three to cash this line, because he's definitely, if he shoots 60% from three again, then that's crazy. But I'm not expecting that at all. I'm definitely expecting heavy regression with that 3 point percentage number. I don't know if it's going to be this game, but I'm definitely expecting regression. But in this game, I am expecting volume to outweigh the production, and I expect him to get around 6 3 pointers attempted. But as for the matchup, like I said, great matchup for him. He's facing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who allow the fourth most spot up points per game this season, and they're allowing the sixth most catch and shoot 3 pointers attempted per game. This has been Oklahoma City's defensive philosophy last season as well. They like to double ball handlers when they get inside the 3 point line, and when they're about to drive, they like to double them, which leads to kicking out to the open 3 point shooter for a catch and shoot shot. A catch and shoot shot. That sounds so weird. Rui is averaging the most spot up field goals attempted per game on the Lakers, so he is the main catch and shoot guy. Over the course of the season so far, as it pertains to volume wise. So he should see the bulk of the catch and shoot opportunities in this game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Great matchup for him. I am expecting regression on that 59% 3 point shooting, but I do think he gets at least 6 3 pointers attempts, at which he would only need to shoot 33% from three to catch this line. So not too worried about that. Best odds on this line are -110 on Bet365 and -128 on FanDuel. But like I said, I am going light on this play. I'm only going 0.5 units on that play. But those are going to be the two plays for y'all. Con Newpel over 5.5 rebounds, 0.85 units on that one. And then Rui Hachimura over 1.5 threes, 0.5 units on that one. If you guys want every single play that I post, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link will be in the description of this video. Click on $15 per month membership. Scroll down to promo code. Type in 2025 at checkout to get your first month for only $5. That is a full month for all of my plays, NBA and NFL, for only $5. I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.